Hey guys, welcome back to Cadillac Coachworks. Today, I thought I'd show you one of my own cars that I love dearly, and I've had her for a long time. Done a lot of work to her, so you know, we'll do a walk around and I'll give you a little bit of the history and all the stuff that I did to her. But yeah, let's check her out, huh? So before I actually do the walk around, I wanted to show you a booklet that I put together a long time ago when I was done restoring her. This is this is an ad for the 1958 Miller Meteor Futura duplex. Futura is the future trim right here, and duplex means it's a combination car. So this is the full Centennial. This is a full ambulance right here. But I'd like to show you where she came from. She was a sister of another car for the San Angelo Sanitarium in Texas. It's a San Angelo. And what's noticeable is that the whole facility was blue, and Amber is blue. She is one of 14 to believe to still be around, but she's the only one with the original paint that my friends and I, the Professional Car Society, has ever seen. So yeah, this is, let me just flip the page here. This is how I found her. Check that out. So she was a true field find. She was bad. And then this is one of the Craigslist pictures that I got sent to her. So I bought her off of Craigslist, sight unseen. I just loved her too much. Here's the interior. This is what the interior looked like back then. Here's the back. Back hasn't changed too much because, I'm not that rich, but I have done the front interior. Here's the door panels, and this is what the engine compartment looked like. Now remember that, because I'm going to show you what took me 6 months to do. There's pulling the engine out. There's my ex cleaning out all the clay from the cross member. And trust me, there's a lot of Texas clay. And this is what I got her down to. All the front clip completely removed down to the frame. And it's amazing how much these Cadillacs, even the professional cars, how much shorter they are without the bumper and front ends on them. It's quite crazy. And then here's the motor after I was done with her. So this was the second 365 that I had done. I've done a 390 prior, but this was the 390 prior. But yeah, this was, I believe, the second 365 I ever redid. This is actually the inside. This is the dash taken out. All the it's a little glossy, but all the wiring, going through all the wiring, all that stuff. This is when I got the freshly painted dash back on. Now back then, all commercial vehicles had a gray dash, but I wanted to match the outside of the car, so I did a beautiful antique white. This is the firewall and everything painted, all that fun stuff. The frame, getting the bumper on, and this was pretty close to the end right here. This is my buddy Mike from a long time ago. He heads up Gas and Glaze up in La Puente, something you should probably check out. It's a little coffee cruise that he does in the morning, and it's pretty fun. So let's show you Amber. I know a lot of you people actually really appreciate her. She's really rare, and she's really pretty. So here she is. Now, every single person except for maybe 2 people out of the whole time I've owned her just love her patina. I mean, she has the epitome of gorgeous patina. I clear coated, wet sanded all this, so now it kind of has like a leather effect. I mean, it's really something, and I don't ever want to paint her. The chrome is incredibly good on the front. The grill was smashed in when I got her, so I rebuilt the whole grill from a piece of another one. The bumper was pushed in a little bit on the bottom. I replaced that off a passenger car. But I mean, this front end, she looks really nice. She is missing the crest off the front. I'll probably eventually get another one. It's not too much on my need list. Original hubcaps. We got some white wall tires. They've aged a little bit over the last 8 years, but you know, that happens, especially with the cokers. I don't recommend getting cokers unless it's a car that you want those tires to end up looking, even if you take care of them. But here's the Miller Meteor logo right there. I did replace some new windshield. This was jacked up. More of that beautiful patina. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but this was actually a frame where you could order, or at least when the coach was ordered, your funeral home logo or initials would be put right here on a stamped, I think it was aluminum or something like that, but a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, that was basically the owner of the coach. So let's go inside here in the front. So these, yeah, I painted these. These came out nice. This is all new. The seats all new. Well, new from 8 years ago. I haven't done the partition yet. I am going to do that when I do the whole entire back, and you'll see the back. It needs it. Dash is all fresh. Steering wheel is not too bad. It's got a couple little hairline cracks that are coming back after I JB welded and sanded all the chunks that were missing out of it. The cluster's right here. Cluster is in pretty good shape. We got, yeah, the dash, the cigarette lighters work, all that fun stuff. We got a CB phone, which is pretty cool, and it kind of works when it wants to. And then we have a, right here, let me see if I can zoom in here, a Federal director. Now that's, you know, it's a PA, and it's an electronic siren. It was, it didn't really come out until like, I would say the late 60s, maybe mid to late 60s. But I really like the effect in having a PA in here. So, yeah, so I threw her in there. But yeah, she's, you know, she doesn't have a headliner either. But let's go around back, huh? So, here's the back. And this is mohair. Really expensive material. Even more so today. One thing that we're confused about this coach is that it was an ambulance, but it had fabric. So it was used for a sanitarium, but I'm just wondering, I guess it was just to take people to hospital. You know, either they had tuberculosis, or maybe they had, they were crazy, you know, they were the 5150s. Who knows? But you know, it's quite strange. And it did have the airline curtains, which it didn't have the formal curtains. The airlines are just, you know, straight up and down curtains that you could pull back and forth. It did have air conditioning put in it at one point. This is a whole piece. I'm going to take it out. Obviously, it doesn't work. We got the old oxygen tank right here, which is pretty cool. We got an old Furno. I think it's a 26 Furno 26 one-man. It folds up, you know, goes together. And yeah, and we got Joe right here. And we got his, what is this? Let me see, I'll turn it around. Oh, the label came off, but it used to say hospital booze. But anyways, there's that part. I'll go around the other side. Oh, and then down there is where the storage for supplies. If it was used as a more of a funeral coach, then the church truck would go back there because the spare tire would be back over here. All right. So look at again this beautiful patina. Now I want to clear coat this too, and I'm going to get around to it eventually. But I mean, it's just, and it's weird. It's like textured. So this is all lead. All this cracking is all lead. That's why right here it stops, because this is stamped steel, but this is lead. So the expansion and contraction of the lead over, you know, years and years of sitting in the Texas desert just cracked all the paint. The lead's pretty good, but the paint is just, yeah, that's a no. So got right here, and it's kind of weird. This is a little bit of gold, and you know, usually that's chrome unless you ordered that package. Here we got the giant. Oh, yeah, there, giant whip. We got the step plate for the attendant to get in and out from the back. This chrome is not so good. So this is all cast, and usually casted parts that got chrome, they deteriorate the fastest. You know, stamped, not so much. And funny enough, this is actually a 51 to 53 Cadillac, this bumper, the centerpiece, and then Miller Meteor put those custom ends on, because those are completely different than passenger cars. So that's a custom part, that's a custom part, these are custom parts, and extremely hard to find. If you can find those, let me know, I'll buy it off you. And let's open the loading door here. So we got more of the mohair. Got a handle. Got these bars right here. And funny enough, these were used on buses as well. We have a step chair. This folds out to a chair, and you can actually take it up and down stairs. And then here we have a folding chair cot that was also used in a lot of cities that a regular cot just couldn't make those turns. But that folds into a chair, which is pretty cool. Now, here is the floor. Now, it's a little better up there, but right here, from the years of the weather, it's done. So that's definitely on my radar. I have new panel trim. I have rollers. I have everything. This is the only real rod in the coach right here, and this is very easily fixed. Everything else is pretty good because this was a nice, dry, solid desert car. Everybody always gets a kick out of the lift sticker, and then of course, you know, corner sticker. On this one, same as the passenger car, the fuel fill is still up here, and doesn't that just, I mean, it's tight, works great, closes great. So this glass is very hard to find. Luckily that's good. So is this one. This one is cracked. It's funny, it's just this side. These two pieces are cracked, but that's a flat glass, so that's not a big deal. Let's open this side here. So what we have over here is we have one jump seat. There's supposed to be another one back there, but that was missing when I got it. But now I have two jump seats in the garage. Here's the other cot I was telling you about. So we got that. Of course, we got an old cool Motorola radio right here. But yeah. And Charles Phoenix actually did a video on this car. I'm sure if you've heard of him, then you would know who he is. That was missing when I got it, so I had to find one of those, and that's actually real glass up there, so that makes it a little more authentic. Let's show you under the hood, huh? Remember that picture I showed you? So let's show you what it looks like now. And mind you, this is still from 8 years ago. Here she is. She's a little dirty, but she's still holding up pretty damn well. Now, if you're wondering what that number is, that's the year and the number of the vehicle off the production line. So this is number 161 off the production line, and they only made a few hundred of these cars. So, and the number was mixed between funeral coaches, ambulances, combination cars. You know, so they just did whatever was ordered in that line. We got the huge Federal C4 siren right here. This thing is louder than shit. You think a fire truck is loud? I tell you, this one keeps up, and those usually use the Federal cues. This is the brake right here to slow it down. This is for the electric siren. This is my parade fan because she gets hot when she sits in parades. Regular horns, of course. ID plate. Now over here, there's supposed to be a Miller Meteor plate. Okay, I have the plate. I just haven't gone around to restore it because it's stamped and it's got black letter. It's got, you know, black borders and stuff around it, and that's just completely taken off. So, you know, it's more work than you know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. That little painting stuff. My hands are just too shaky for that stuff. And then yeah, right here is where the spare goes. Behind there, where those rags are. But yeah, I got to get around to painting the roof again. I did paint it originally when I first had her with some Rust-Oleum, but I got to really grind this rust out. And this is just from sitting out, you know, out in the dew and whatnot. So anyways, guys, next week I will be doing the video on the 62 convertible. I've been doing a lot of work on it. It's coming together, you know. I've got the windows working. I've been cleaning the mold off of it. I got the new bumper installed. I put a new radio in it, carburetor, did the ignition system, man, all sorts of stuff. There's a little sneak peek for you. Well, anyways, guys, I thought you would like to see this, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos of Amber, let me know. I will be probably posting some videos of more funeral coaches, ambulances, whatnot, during Halloween, because that's when we all get together and we do events and we have a good time. You know, get together with friends. And if you want to see that kind of stuff, I don't mind posting it, because these are really, really rare cars. And you know, especially one like this one, you'll never see it. You'll never ever see it. But anyways, also, if you guys are interested in Cadillac Coachworks shirts, they have the logo in the back and all that stuff, let me know. Shoot me an email, cadillaccoachworks@yahoo.com. If I get enough requests for them, I'm going to order them. They'll probably be about $20 each or something like that. So, but yeah, just let me know. So you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week with the follow-up on the 62. Take care of yourself.